guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, many things to say from Gyokeres to Luis Díaz, but also Martinelli, Man United, Man City. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start with the news coming also from Italy, from Saudi and more. Theo Hernández is going to Al-Hilal. The deal is completed for 25 million euros from AC Milan to Al-Hilal. And so new left back for Simone Inzaghi, the French national team left back. Theo Hernández, and also remember that in the next days Juventus, as I already told you last week, will have a new contacts with Manchester United about Jadon Sancho. Despite the links with Fenerbahce, they are not in talks for Sancho. Juventus, yes, and Juventus will speak again with Man United and with the camp of the player in the upcoming days about Jadon Sancho. So an interesting situation to follow. The situation to follow in the coming hours is the one of Viktor Gyökeres. I've been updating you in the last 24 hours on Arsenal reaching an agreement with the player, 5-year contract. Gyökeres wants to go to Arsenal. Then what happened? There was a new contact last night between Arsenal and Sporting to try accelerate and close the deal on transfer fee package, and so club to club with Sporting, but Sporting and their president Varandas are still not accepting the final details of the proposal made by Arsenal. It doesn't mean that it's over, but obviously I don't want to give you a feeling of a negative update, but it's part of the negotiation. So yesterday there was a new club-to-club contact, and the Sporting are insisting on 70 million euros fixed fee. While Arsenal were starting at 65 plus add-ons, Sporting want 70 fix. So that's the position of the club. And the situation is getting tense with the player, because Viktor Gyökeres only wants to go to Arsenal. I can guarantee to you that in the recent hours, Gyökeres told again Sporting and their president that he wants to go to Arsenal. He will not show up for training. He will not play for Sporting anymore. So Gyokeres is going very strong. Gyokeres is doing also something else to go to Arsenal and to fulfill his dream of going to the Emirates next season. And this move is to give up 2 million euros from the one that was his salary package to facilitate the negotiation between Arsenal and Sporting. So basically putting that money from his own pocket to the Arsenal bid to Sporting. So he's doing his best, really, to go to Arsenal. He has an agreement with the club. He's giving up a small part, but still a part of his salary. And also telling Sporting that he wants to go to Arsenal, he wants to be sold to Arsenal. Sporting are maintaining their point. They insist on 70 million euros fixed plus add-ons, while Arsenal were at 65. So the negotiations will now continue. I remain on the position with Arsenal negotiating with Sporting, and with the here we go that can come at any moment. You can understand that there is a small gap between parties, but still with Sporting maintaining their point, especially the president. So we'll be following the situation with Gyokeres pushing like crazy to go to Arsenal. And so the intention of the player is very clear and is only called Arsenal. Then guys, to add something on another story regarding Arsenal, I'm receiving many questions in the recent days on the situation between Al-Nassr, Cristiano Ronaldo club in Saudi, and Gabriel Martinelli. Guys, I can tell you that there is nothing ongoing between Al-Nassr and Martinelli. I know there are many stories, many reports, but I'm told that Al-Nassr are not negotiating for Martinelli. Al-Nassr are not in concrete talks for Martinelli. So at the moment I'm not aware of any concrete negotiation for the Brazilian winger to leave Arsenal and go to Al-Nassr. So the situation is quiet on this one, and nothing really concrete is happening for Gabriel Martinelli to Al-Nassr. Then we will see what they will decide to do for the winger, because they want a winger, but for Gabriel Martinelli, at the moment, the situation is completely quiet with Al-Nassr. One of the dream targets for Al-Nassr this summer, before they changed the management, was also Luis Díaz at Liverpool. Then it's important to mention that at the moment, I'm not aware of any official bid from Al-Nassr. Why? Because they changed the management in the recent weeks after Cristiano Ronaldo extended his contract at the club, and so we will see what's going to happen there. But for Luis Díaz, guys, Barcelona feel that the player is keen on the move, that the player is keen on joining Barca after the Nico saga. Barcelona returned on Luis Díaz. I told you exactly the same day after the Nico saga and decision to sign a new contract at the club. So what's important to say right now on Luis Díaz is that Barcelona want to make a new approach to Liverpool in the upcoming days to try and understand if they can open doors to the exit of Luis Díaz. So Barcelona want to try again. Barcelona want to approach again. Barcelona will do their best to get Luis Díaz. If it's not going to be possible to get Luis Díaz, Barcelona are aware also of Marcus Rashford being still an option in the list, being very keen on the move, dreaming of Barcelona move. So for sure, Barca are aware of the intentions of Marcus Rashford, very keen on the move. But Barca still want to try again for Luis Díaz. So I expect Barcelona to make new contact with the players' camp, understood to be keen on the move, and also to make new contact with Liverpool to try and understand if they can open doors to this move. There is still interest from Bayern, but Bayern and Barcelona, both clubs, a few weeks ago received a no from Liverpool for Luis Díaz. So let's see what Liverpool will decide. This story depends on Liverpool, and we will be following the developments of this one, because Liverpool are the ones deciding what's going to happen with Luis Díaz after saying no to Barca in June and to Bayern in July. Then, guys, more things important to mention. One is about Nico González, the midfielder who joined Manchester City on deadline day in January, it was February, for 65 million euros from Porto. I'm told there is a chance for Nico to leave Manchester City already this summer. Was not probably the impact they both expected, Nico and Manchester City, and so in case of good proposal, there is a chance for Nico González to leave Manchester City already in this summer transfer window. It's still not something guaranteed, so it's still not something 100% decided, also because will depend on the proposals, but Nico González situation could be one to watch in the coming weeks, in case of good proposals, in case of good opportunities, also because it doesn't look to be so important in the rotations at Manchester City. We know there are few situations to clarify at Man City, including also Jack Grealish and more, and so we will be following also the one of Nico González, with at the moment still the feeling that the player is not that crucial for the project. They invested important money in January, but then the situation looks like open again in this summer transfer window for Nico González. And then on the other side of Manchester, guys, we said about Jadon Sancho and Juventus interest, but still his salary the point to resolve. And then on Rasmus Højlund, guys, I wanted to tell you something, as I'm receiving many questions on reports we had last week on Hojlund pushing to leave Man United. Hojlund is not pushing to leave Man United. Hojlund would love to stay at Man United, would love to continue at Man United, would love to do his best for Man United again in a new season. So Hojlund would really hope and love to stay at Manchester United. The only possibility for Højlund to go is if Manchester United decide to let him go, to sell him, to make profit with him, and all these kind of things. If Man United decide for him to go, Højlund has to go. Otherwise, if it's for Højlund, I'm hearing that the player would be keen on staying at Manchester United and would love to stay at Manchester United. So let's see what's going to happen there. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Viktor Gyökeres to Luis Díaz, but also Martinelli, Nico González, Højlund, Sancho. Let me know your opinion, guys, here in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.